Boom shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Surprise live stream. An hour earlier than I usually do it. But, I wanted to do this live episode for you today because look at this. Everything is green. The grass is always greener on the other side. Well, guess what? The grass is greener right here today because cryptocurrencies are finally going up. And that's good news. Now, are these things? Is this a sign of good things to come, or is this simply a bear trap? Are we getting ahead of ourselves with this? What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Yeah, t-shirts. What's up, Joe? Long time. Long time, yes. Bear trap. I know some people are saying bear trap. We're going to take a look at some things, see if this is a bear trap, see if this is just a little rebound, or if this is the beginning of a new bull market. What up, everybody? Poseidon, Impatient Potato, Prussian Millionaire. Keith Waring, the man in the house. What's up, man? Yo, Keith, how you doing? Sure, what's up? Adrian, hello. Topher, my man, how you doing? Dude, it's been forever. Bull trap, yeah. I know, right? All right, what's up? Okay, everybody's rolling in. So we've got some exciting stuff going on today. Everybody wakes up, checks their Blockfolio or whatever portfolio management app they use, and all of a sudden, everybody's doing very well. Okay? The sun's shining again, the skies are blue again, everybody's happy. Hello, everybody. Awesome to see you. Yeah. Pink scooter man. Yeah, I told Keith today that I have a pink scooter. And so now he told me a funny joke. He says, I'm not going to share that joke on here. You could just write it in the chat. So anyways, before we get into things, obviously, just because I live stream episodes and, not whatever else, just here's a disclaimer. Read the disclaimer. Not financial advice, not telling you what to do. This is one person's opinion about whatever and whatever and whatever. This is what I believe. These are my thoughts. I'm by no means an expert. Definitely not. Just make YouTube videos every day. Approaching a year of making videos every single day. The scooter has a beard when I sit on it. That's when the scooter has a beard. Yes. Cool. Well, let's get into things. So, yeah, today, markets are up huge. Markets are up absolutely huge. And that's great. How huge, you ask? Well, we are again above $250 billion. Okay? It went up $20 billion while many of us were sleeping. Well, I was sleeping. Or maybe I was doing yoga. It could have been, no, it was while I was sleeping. Definitely. Went up while I was sleeping. Bitcoin dominance dropping a little bit. Was above 43%, now 42.8%. But look at this. Across the board, we're seeing greens, okay? Scroll down, all green. Everything's looking good. If anything's a red, it's definitely a sucker today. MOAX a sucker. Yep, that's it. Holy shit, was that just 50-something? Power Ledger up 58% today. Which are the big ones? Yeah, Power Ledger winning, okay? Power Ledger's doing it, 10x, 0x, Wax Kyber, all of those. So we're going to take a look at what this could mean with where the market's going, what I'm doing. A lot of people saying bull trap, not a recovery. I think we may be agreeing with you. However, there's this thing happening in cryptocurrency where it goes against the common narrative. Okay? So, take a journey with me, will you? Take a journey with me. So, back when Bitcoin was at $20,000, the common narrative was it's going to keep on going. It's going to 50,000, 100,000, wherever the hell. Okay? Didn't stay that way. Right now, we've been in a bull market for a good 6-7 months. A lot of people are just starting to get that bull mentality. We're like, oh, it's all going down. It's all downhill. There's no recovery now. So the common narrative right now, everybody is just very bearish on cryptocurrencies. Could that mean we'll see a turnaround? Even the news, a lot of news is just bearish news about it. Okay? Could that be? Because here's the thing. Things change when we least expect it. Okay, we have this whole herd mentality that kind of follows the market. There are a few people who think outside the box, like Warren Buffett. That's why he's doing so well. But for the most of us, we just kind of follow it. So the common narrative, and I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying the common narrative, things that I observe. Common narrative right now is bear markets. Oh, it's going to be terrible. Blah 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 blah. Could that mean we're due for a turnaround? Now, taking a look at just Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin US dollars. the daily candles on Bitfinex. If you take a look at this, we've been in this descending track since beginning of May. Okay, you can see this descending track here. We've been in it since beginning of May. Guess what? We have just broken out of it. Additionally, MACD, we have the blue MACD line. We'll have to kind of zoom it out so you can see it. It's kind of teeny. Blue MACD line crossing the signal line. So that means for those of you following my MACD trading, I'm trading back into Bitcoin from DAI, the stable token DAI, DAI, available on BuyBox. But, so breaking out of here, that would mean that potentially this descending track is no longer valid. Now we'll have to see if we can stay there. We'll have to see if we have some volume because, one thing I'd want to do before I just alter this. If you take a look down here, okay, we'll get there. Well, you can see. Yeah, you guys can see. Right here, Bitcoin is very oversold. So this is the RSI index. Okay, relative strength indicator. That's the number of days that Bitcoin has green candles in the past 14 days over the number of days it has red candles in the past 14 days. All right, so that is towards the bottom of this purplish area, and that means it's oversold. So people have low confidence in it, oversold. Good time to buy in there. Not financial advice. Also, another good indicator to buy in is it's under this 200-day moving average. Okay, from Pantera Capital, Dan Moorhead, he says that when a crypto breaks its 200 now, well, the last article I read said 200-day moving average. This is a 230-day moving average. Doesn't matter. We're past the 365-day moving average. So, if you buy in and then a year later sell that position, you're in for 239% gains. It happened 5 times in the last 6 years. Wow. So, anyways. We were talking about this. We need to see some volume, okay? But if we take a look at the hourlies, because take a look at this jump, okay? This entire jump that we saw, 2 big people buying in. Now, we're wondering who that is. I haven't seen anything that says that someone dumped like $20 million into Bitcoin or whatever, 200 million. But you can see these giant volume candles right there. Accounts for that jump from 59.20 to, well, that went all the way up to 6,300, and then additionally from 62.38 all the way up to 6,500. Just 2 giant people who got in. All right, they attributed for that huge thing. Now we have a little bit of a flag forming here. The question now lies: is this a sign of good things to come, or is this just a bull trap? Okay, yes, a bull trap. So a bull trap, for those of you who don't know, a bull trap is basically something that looks like positive news, like we see the price going up, even though the overall trend is still going down. So that's something we want to distinguish because we want to know, is Bitcoin going to go up or are things going down? Well, in order for Bitcoin to continue going up, we're going to need to see some sustained volume. Right now, all that I'm seeing, and like I said before, totally not an expert, but all that I'm seeing is these 2 large volume candles. Other than that, volume is pretty much dead where it's been before. Okay, 2 large buying candles, okay, accounting for all of the price action we're seeing there. Will this cause a cascade? Will this cause people to start buying back in? And that's the question. There are a couple articles that I kind of wanted to go through to touch on where potentially. But first one is this article right here talking about Rand Nooner. Now, he was talking about how he's bearish on Bitcoin and bullish on Neo and Cardano because he watches this channel and saw that I talk about Neo and Cardano all the time. But according to his algorithms, there's a 62% chance of a bear market, and a bear market means we're going to test 5,300 or 5,350. Okay, there's a 16% chance of a bull market, but to confirm the bull market, then we need to test 7,400 with high volume. And you see, with high volume, we need that with high volume. So because of that, he thinks there's a greater chance for a bear market. He's betting on the 5,350. So that's one opinion. Okay, that's one opinion. Another opinion that came out today, this dude from BitMEX, Arthur Hayes, the CEO of BitMEX, he talks about how he sees Bitcoin going to $50,000 at the end of the year because right now the volatility is so low. He talks about it in this. Maybe I'll link it somewhere. Nah, whatever. I don't know. You can just search why Bitcoin Uber Bull is sticking with his 50 whatever forecast. See if you can hear this.
Thank you, Modi at the NYC. So despite the Bitcoin declines, our next guest is sticking with his super bullish forecast. Take a listen to what he told us here on Fast back in May. You've got a stunning Bitcoin forecast. Where do you see it going?
50,000 by the end of the year.
By the end of the year?
Correct.
Let's welcome back Arthur Hayes, the co-founder and CEO of BitMEX, the Bitcoin Mercantile Exchange, which is the largest crypto trading exchange by volume. All right, Arthur, we're halfway through the year. Do you stand by 50K?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, I think that something that goes up to 20,000 in 1 year can have a correction down to around about 6,000. I think we could definitely find a bottom in the $3,000 to $5,000 range. But we're one positive regulatory decision away, maybe an ETF, approved by the SEC, to climbing through 20,000 and even to 50,000 by the end of the year.
So what he talks about there, an ETF, that could definitely cause price increase with Bitcoin. Now, you guys who want to watch that, I definitely recommend watching that because it is a good interview. He talks about that. I mean, he's in charge of BitMEX. This is people in charge of Bitcoin futures. So they basically know what they're doing in terms of trading. But he talks about ETFs, and someone questioned him, well, why would an ETF make a difference if, good news that Ethereum just recently got about it not being a security didn't make a difference? Like, if you guys remember, we'll go back, look at the Ethereum charts. And probably a week or two ago, the SEC finally declared Ethereum not a security. And what happened in those 2 weeks? Ethereum went from $500 down to just over $400. Now it's approaching $450. So if that didn't bring an increase in prices, why would something like an ETF bring increase in prices? And the main reason that an ETF would bring increase in prices is because all of a sudden, there's a lot more money that can flow into the market. Remember, we need that high volume that Rand Nooner was talking about. So we need that high volume flowing in order for the prices to really start rebounding. And that's what we're looking for. Who knows how far away we are from an ETF, but regulation is something that's right on the cusp, okay? Regulation, they've been talking about it forever. It is the next potential thing. Who knows? Could it happen tomorrow? It certainly could. They could surprise us with it. It may be coming somewhere down the line. So I guess back to the original question. The original question, is this a, oh, would you look at that? Even breaking out of this little wedge pattern we had forming. So broke out of the wedge, broke out of the downward. Oh, yeah, that's not really a wedge. Gotcha. Okay, so anyways, back to the original question. Are we in for big markets, or is this just a bull trap? Okay, so I'll answer this two ways. First, my initial response is, yeah, this is just a bull trap. Okay, when I woke up, when I saw these prices, I said, yep, totally just a bull trap, 100%. Because you got to remember, we were testing new lows. We haven't seen these lows since November. November 14th, and Novogratz buying was the last time we saw these lows. Okay, 5,800, we were testing new lows. It reached a point, boom, somebody bought in. Okay, we need that volume to sustain it. So my first thought was it's a bull trap. My second thought was, yeah, if there's no volume supporting it, definitely a bull trap. My third thought is, this is the conspiracy theorist in me. This is there's no logical explanation for anything theorist in me, that this could potentially be going up because everybody's talking about things are going to be terrible for crypto. It's bad news, blah, 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 blah. If you scroll through the chats, everybody's saying, oh, it's bad, bull trap, going to zero, keep going down, blah, 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 blah. You look at a lot of people. Rand Nooner's predicting prices down. Toneva's predicting prices down. Everybody's predicting prices down. They're talking 5,000, 4,000, 2,000. That's the common narrative. But things can turn around when the common narrative is different. This is something that I don't have an answer for you because, like I said, I'm not an expert. But this is something I'm going to be keeping an eye on because it is very interesting. Want to see. Definitely keeping an eye on the volume, like I was just showing you previously in the hourly candles or the 4 hourlies. I mean, that volume is insane. That's at least 5 times what the rest of the volume has been at 2 separate occasions there. Okay, so some people were buying in. What's going to happen there? Another thing that I did just want to touch on, two more things before I end this, because I just wanted this to be a short one, not going to be like a ridiculously long thing unless you guys really want to just answer questions. But two more thoughts. One, what cryptos am I looking at? Yeah, still Cardano and Neo, but really a lot of them are undervalued right now. This market cap, the lowest we've seen in 7 months. All right, so a lot of things are undervalued, so I would go for undervalued things. The second thought was that news about Facebook potentially buying Coinbase. Okay, you got to think that if that happens, now nobody knows if it's going to happen, but there was talk about potentially Facebook acquiring Coinbase. If that happens, that means that those 5 cryptos listed on Coinbase, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bcash, Litecoin, and Ethereum Classic, those ones are going to have huge public exposure, okay? Over 1 billion daily users. So that means that those ones could benefit quite a bit, particularly the cheaper of all those, because we saw in December, January, the cheapest cryptocurrencies are the ones that exploded the most. Not cheapest in terms of market cap, but cheapest in terms of price. So we saw giant, once everybody saw Bitcoin go up to 20,000 and Bitcoin was too expensive, then they wanted to buy into Ethereum, and then when that was too expensive, they bought into Litecoin, and then when that was too expensive, they bought into Ripple. Okay, that's basically the way it happened, just because all the new people see is the price. They don't really analyze the market cap or the actual cryptocurrency for that matter. But yeah, those would be things that I would be thinking about. Yeah, not it for today. Just a short little episode. I just want to bring you that one. Bear trap. No, not a bear trap. A bull trap. A bull trap or crypto market recovery. I think it is most likely a bull trap. However, just because there's this thing in me that says the current sentiment is so negative towards cryptocurrencies that it could just turn the whole thing around. But I'm going to be keeping an eye right here on the volume, because definitely going to need to see some sustained volume before we see any increase in prices. As you can see right here, it's already starting to wane back. All right, we're starting to see the prices come back down. So, cool. That is that for today. As for everything else, happy Saturday, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday. Go out, get some fresh air. Remember, there's stuff other than cryptocurrencies like the sky and trees and, whatever else. Great to see all of you. I have no idea what you're talking about with snacks, but who knows? All right, catch y'all later. Peace. Love you. Bye-bye.